So what we're going to focus on today is the top, this part here. So this is what it should look like, the front and the back. So this is the material I'm going to be using. It's quite silky and shiny, and then it's not so much on the other side, if you can see. Yeah, but this is the right colour I'm going to need. It may be slightly more coral than the colour of her actual dress, but I like this colour more. So you guys can choose whatever colour you want. So if you know me well, you would know that eBay is my best friend, which is where I got this corset from. It's just plain white. I think it was about $5.99. Decent, and came within 2 days, so that's not bad. And what I've started to do is cut the material up into sections and sewing it on. And it will clip together at the front, and then you tighten it at the back with the strings. This side isn't done yet. This side isn't complete either, but yeah. I have left the little frills out at the top because I thought it looked really cute. But yeah, what I've done is basically stitched a tiny little stitch across the top. You can barely see it from far away. And the shapes that I've cut out, it fits the corset better. If you cut it out in one big like strip to wrap around the corset, it's not going to look right, and it's not going to hug the shape of the corset. It is more difficult and a real pain in the butt because you can't put this on the sewing machine, so you have to do it all by hand. But it looks a lot better when it's done. Obviously this isn't finished yet, it's still quite loose and wrinkly, but we're getting there. It's really hard to sew the shapes together, you know, the shapes you cut out of the fabric. It's really hard. As you can see, it looks really bad on this side especially. This side doesn't look that bad, but yeah. This is what it looks like on here. Obviously this bit's loose, so this will be a lot tighter and neater. And obviously the bottom bit will be sewn onto the little frills and cut to shape. Just haven't got around to it yet. As for the back, it comes with the weird flappy thing that covers your back. If, like, obviously it doesn't tighten to the tightest. I think I'm going to keep it white because it sort of suits the frills, and the underlay of her skirt is white as well. So yeah, but you'll see at the end when it's all pieced together. When it comes to the insides, these bits here, I didn't sew them because it's on a bone of the corset, so it's really hard and you can't get a needle through that. But I've hot glued it. It's a good thing that the shiny side doesn't actually hold the hot glue, but the other side does, so that's pretty lucky. But yeah, I've hot glued it, and this side as well. But yeah, hot glue just works so much easier and so much better. These bits here, these little bubbles, I just slit little holes in it with my scissors and then pop them through. This is what the corset looks like afterwards. Imran, turn one. She looks really skinny.